Joey, you just seen the footage.
Let's be real.
Shit decision.
Let's be real.
Thank
That referee, if he doesn't know Bakole's just come here last night, does he throw it then?
No way.
It's one of those where it's like referees in football when you don't give the decision because of influence of the crowd or the team. Like he's been influenced by the story and not what actually happened here.
No, because that's the job of a referee. He needs to know the full picture to make his decision. They don't just go in there blind.
Are you saying he got that right?
I'm not saying what I'm saying.
Because you're arguing for him, so
the shot didn't even land. The fucking shot didn't even land. We've just seen the fucking shot.
It did land.
High on the head, bro. Stop this.
High on the head. Yeah, not the equilibrium. High on the cranium, the top of the forehead. I've taken shots there. Don't scramble your senses like that. It was enough. It was enough to put him down. It wasn't a flush. Like a clean right hand.
You're talking about the heavyweight division, and people always say this, oh, he went down over nothing. Have you ever been hit of a heavyweight on the top of your head? There's a reason why it's illegal, because the top of your head is softer than the front of your head. There's a reason why you can't punch on the back and the top of the head.
I've got a question then, Loz.
Yeah.
Should that have been waved off then?
And my point is, I can understand why the referee in that moment...
I'm asking you a question, though. Answer the question.
Possibly.
Answer the question.
Possibly, but I'm not a referee. But what I'm saying
you have to give an opinion.
Yeah,
come on.
Well, to be honest, I need to see another clear picture of it. But obviously, I'm not in there in the ring.
Showed you, mate.
You know what it is? It's that thing.
I just showed you the whole thing, bro. Like,
You know what it is, yeah?
It's like he's taking a piss, bro. Bro, we're watching everyone.
I just watched the shot.
I just fucking shot you.
Wait, he wants to see it again. He knows deep down in his heart, yeah. He knows what he saw. It's fucking bullshit.
Did you have Bakole winning round 1?
Yeah.
Did you think he was winning round 2?
No, but look at it like this, yeah.
He made it to his feet within 6 seconds of going down.
Referees, they ref fights according to how different fighters are, yeah? If Vander Holyfield, Tyson Fury, they're not getting a fight called off on a knockdown as you're struggling to get to your feet.
Yeah.
Someone else who's, Amir Khan is a bit chinny, gets up, he's absolutely out of it. He's getting it waved off. What I'm saying is the referees, they're going to tailor their approach according to the fighters in the ring and the situations. The referee knows this guy is coming from 2 days, no sparring preparation. He ain't been hitting the head in weeks. And here he is.
Travis, this is my...
No, what I'm saying is this is the what the referee is dealing with. Yeah. We're looking at it like Bakole's never looked like this. Bakole's never had a 2-day camp.
This is my problem. I'm trying
Was that top level refereeing?
No, shit referee.
Yeah, but listen, this is
was that championship refereeing?
Let's be honest.
Wait, hold on.
None of us are fight to make that decision.
Shut the fuck up.
Can I just say this, yeah? Everyone can go, oh yeah, well it's easy for you to say. If I took a fight on 2 days' notice, I got dropped off of that shot that skimmed the top of my head, right? Whether it scrambles your senses or not, I got dropped off of that. I turned around, got up to my feet. Within 7, I'm looking at the ref, and he calls it off. I'm fucking fuming. I'm absolutely fuming.
The only reason why Bakole's not truly fuming is because he's taking that long flight and he said, I've got paid a shitload. He's never been paid like what he's got. So he smiled and took selfies. Yeah.
Would Marius Wack have given us more rounds?
Come on, everyone would have.
Do you know Marius Wack would have made it to the 4th round?
That's shit.
He's retired.
That's shit. That's fucking shit.
It's this is the difficult.
This is the danger man. This is the bogeyman of the heavyweight division.
I just wanted this. Look, if he dropped them again and then he was like, enough's enough, fair enough. But 1 knockdown when we're seeing 3 in the last round of the last fight, like
what I'm getting at is, you know, for one, I'm not qualified to referee, but yes, I've got an opinion. But this difference is, you know, even the knockdowns in the previous fight, the heavyweight division, as we know, it's a different league in its own. And when you get hit like that over the top of the head, it was a heavy shot. I've never seen him do a dance like that.
Paying of you money here, mate. I expect to see someone go out on their shield at the very least.
That's what we expect as the fan, and this is what frustrates us, because it is different. The angle of a referee who, if he gets a decision wrong, could essentially lose his job. You know, he's got to make the best possible decision in a split second. It's difficult.
A championship. This is a world title fight, essentially level, and for me, when you're fighting world title level fights, I expect to see a fighter be given much more of a chance. Look, if he barely made up on the 9th second, I'm like, you know what? He was barely up there, probably fair enough. 6 seconds and he's up. I'm like...
Do you know what's almost the thing which makes me think, well, it's kind of the right decision because Bakole didn't complain. If the fighter's complaining, like, maybe he did get the decision right because he knew that because that's their job to look in the eye. They're trained to see how the fighter looks at them. And, there's so many different things from a referee. I'm not qualified in this, but I've been around boxing. There's certain things the ref looks at. They can tell the way your pupils dilate. Yeah, there's certain things they look for. He obviously looked in his eye and seen something. That's all I can go off, you know what I mean? And it is a difficult decision, that's my point. But at the heavyweight division, you get that wrong. You have a problem on your hands.
The overwhelming sentiment online that I've just seen there is that was an awful stoppage.
There you go.
Yeah, because that's the casual. We want to see someone die. You know what I mean? We don't care. We just want to see someone entertainment value. But I'm just really.
But can I just ask a question? How many amazing comebacks, if they were called off that easily, would we have missed?
Well, that's always the
never
argument.
Ever seen. And when we're saying we've got to give the fighter might die, yada yada yada. Let's be honest though, yeah, like. That in that scenario, it didn't look like that was. We've seen those a million times before.
Look at the
when he gets up that quickly, I think he deserves more of a chance.
I think the condition that Padley was in, right? Night and day to what Bakole was looking like in there.
Exactly.
Bakole was in there. We've never seen him look like that. So straight away, you can see the conditioning.
No, we've seen
it's not
Bakole
fantastic.
Like that.
No, come on. He threw the right hand. He did not look. He was not in condition for fighting today.
This was my whole point.
This wasn't the same as Padley.
Against Carlos Tucker, he looked identical to that.
Nah, that's a worse conditioning. The way he moved, the way his feet were glued to the floor, like he was in quicksand.
I thought he won round one, and I thought he was winning round two until he got dropped.
Yeah. But do you know what I said earlier on? I seen him against Anderson. He looked tired in the 5th round, and that was in a full camp. This was a man, and this is the whole point of the referee's job. They need to know the full picture when they're making decisions, whether guys come in last minute. They know the fact that he's been on a flight. What does a flight do? It dehydrates you. There's so many factors that referee is trained in. It's not just the clear picture where we're looking and thinking we want to see him go out on his shield, and I get that. I wanted to see more than that. I'm not saying I'm happy with the decision from a fan's point of view. All I'm saying is from a referee's point of view, they've got to look at other factors when they're making the decision, and that's the difficult point. But of course,
devil's advocate, I'll give you that. It's fair. He's making some good points.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm just disappointed.
Well,
I was really excited.
I just want to see him get a bit more of a goal.
Put it this way, I was meant to be fighting against Ezra Taylor early in the year. The boxing board didn't let the fight go ahead. Bear in mind, I was active. I hadn't fought for a couple of years, and then I'd come back and had one fight. Because I hadn't had more than one fight, they didn't let the fight go ahead yet. As an amateur, I was more experienced than the guy I was meant to be fighting. As a pro, I'd had more fights. I'd fought for an English title. I know the way the boxing board and all these look at certain situations.
You have to let Bakole fight after a 12-hour flight.
In the same with Padley. It's crazy.
Boxing board corruption is what they should be called.
It is crazy. This is what I mean. They look at these different pictures, and the rules do sometimes seem to differ depending on the situation, which is very frustrating.
I'm disappointed, man. Sometimes it feels that, for me, if I'm on my conspiracy theorist energy, that feels like a hit job, bro. They waved it off and said, no, we're not going to... Because now look what he looks like. Look what he looks like. You got Bakole, who was the guy, and he might struggle to get a fight because they're saying, listen, guy turned up in his pajamas and got danced left on the floor.
It's interesting to see what Turkey's saying here.
I want the bank account of that referee watched like a fucking hawk.
It's not so much that, again, look, I understand, guys. You'll argue with me about the thing of the shot. I always say, like, the equilibrium, those shots, they do rock you and whatnot.
Yeah.
Clearly, Bakole was stunned. Okay, maybe I overreacted in terms of saying the punch didn't even fucking hit him. I overreacted there.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if that was a crisp right hand, bang on the chin, say it was the shot that Zhang dropped Caballero with earlier in the night, it was the shot that Zhang dropped Parker himself with. If that was that fight and they called it off, I'd have been going, that's premature, man. Yeah. But then I could agree with everything Loz was saying and gone, flights, dehydration, this and that and that. The fact it was such a... In my opinion, that's what you'd kind of call a freak knockdown. Yeah. In my opinion.
But if you use your imagination for what that looks like when he gets up and goes into the middle of the ring with Parker from then on, it's curtains. Yeah. Parker is closing.
But then the referee can close that.
But what I'm saying is,
that's the argument. You could have waited a little bit longer and see how he responded.
The referee could have seen how he responded to a couple shots.
I hear you, but you have to look at the fact he's not in a condition to take those punishments. He's not coming off of a camp.
Yeah,
the killer is. I hear what you lot are saying. I'm hearing all you lot's points, and that's probably the first time he's been punched in how many weeks since he's gone to Congo, bro.
Well, allegedly, he was sparring beforehand, but my counterpoint would be who. Generally in the heavyweight division takes shots the best, the biggest guys. Tyson, Fury, Zhang, fucking Big Baby Miller, the 300-pound guys, it's harder to knock them out. And there is a possibility that he could have recovered. And like Kanye West said, and luckily it's one of the few things I can repeat that Kanye West has said in a while.
I was going to say, but...
I guess we'll never know. Right?
Yeah.
Like, because it would have been nice to just see him, like, all right, take a few more shots, then wave it off or whatever. Give him that opportunity as a professional boxer on the world level for a title. I feel like you need to let things go a little bit more than one knockdown, gets up after 6 seconds and you still wave it off. Not even 9 seconds, like he's struggling and he's on the roll. Like 6 seconds, he's up and he's like, right, all right, I'm ready again. Yeah. And then you wave it off.
What I would say from the paying public's point of view, if they're going, bear in mind everything I just said before about the reasons why they're going to call it off, if that's the case, realistically, they shouldn't have brought someone in who they're going to be, calling off as early if that was going to be the case, because really they are robbing the fans from what they're paying for this pay-per-view. So it's
do you reckon if Bakole goes